Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Today we are going to see the solutions of Class 7 Physics assignment, which was provided to you on 16th of June. This assignment is based on the chapter Motion and Measurement. Let us start. So our first question is, what are the quantities that can be measured called? Again, I repeat my question. What are the quantities that can be measured called? The quantities which we can measure are known as physical quantities. The answer to this question is the quantities which we can measure are known as physical quantities. Very good example I can give is length. Using a ruler or a scale or a measuring tape, we can easily measure the length of any object. If you want any other example, you can also take, let us say, mass. Using weighing scale, we can measure our mass. The temperature, using a thermometer, we can measure the temperature. So all these are physical quantities. So the quantities which we can measure are known as physical quantities. The example which I've given is the length of an object can be determined by comparing it to an object of known length, such as ruler. Basically, while measuring, we'll compare the length of an object with the length of our ruler. That's how we measure length. Let us proceed further to the next question. So the question number 2 is, why are standard units used in measurement? Again, I repeat my question. Why are standard units used in measurement? Now, during ancient days, people used to measure length using handspan or a cubit or a foot span also. But the problem with this type of measurement is the the size of the hand or our foot, it varies from person to person. That's why measurement taken using all such units, if we use all such units like hand span and foot span, the measurement won't be as reliable. That's why we need to have certain set of standard units. That's why the answer to this question is standard units are used in measurement because these are reliable. Let us underline the word. These are reliable and can be uniformly used by everyone. Other units like footstep and handspan are unreliable because they vary from person to person. As I said, the size of the hand or foot, it varies from person to person. That's why the measurement made using all those techniques are unreliable. That's why we need to have certain set of standard units. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. Question number 3. What is the SI system of unit? Name 2 other systems of unit. Now, SI system or the international system, I would say that it is much more rationalized form of MKS system in which we have included the units of the 7 main fundamental quantities. Now, what are the 7 main fundamental quantities? We all know. We have studied it in our 6th standard. Those are length, mass, time, which are 3 main quantities. Also, along with length, mass, time, we have temperature, we have amount of substance, we have luminous intensity, and we have strength of electric current. So units of all those 7 fundamental quantities is also included in our SI system. So what are the units of all those 7 fundamental quantities? For example, unit of length is meter, unit of mass is kilogram, unit of time is second, ampere is the unit of strength of electric current, Kelvin is the unit of temperature, candela is the SI unit of luminous intensity, whereas mole is the SI unit of the amount of substance. Now the next part of the question is, name other 2 systems of unit. Now other 2 systems of unit is, we can say CGS system and MKS system. CGS system is nothing but centimeter gram second, whereas MKS system is meter kilogram second. You can give one more example along with this, which is nothing but our FPS system. FPS system is nothing but foot pound second, which is also known as British system. And there is one more very important question which is usually asked in exams, which I would like to inform you that, which is that physical quantity which has same unit in all three systems. Which is that physical quantity which has same units in all three systems of unit? The answer is in front of you. That unit is time. Time has same unit in all systems of units. Usually this question is asked in your exams. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. Question number 4. Which device is used to measure distance traveled by the vehicle? Again, I repeat my question. Which device is used to measure the distance traveled by the vehicle? Now, in the vehicle, you might have seen these types of devices, right? This entire device is actually a speedometer. The red pointer, it indicates the speed of an vehicle. But at the center, if you can see, there are certain numbers given. This is nothing but it indicates the distance traveled by an vehicle. And the device which shows the distance traveled by an vehicle is known as odometer. Now you will get confused if the device which measures speed is known as speedometer, why the device which measures distance traveled is known as odometer? Why the term odometer? Basically, odometer, the term is derived from the ancient Greek word which is known as hodometron. Hodometron. Hodo means the path, whereas the metron means the measurement. It means measurement of the path. So I hope now the doubt is clear. Why the term odometer? Is it clear? Okay, let us proceed further to the next question. I hope we can proceed further to the next question. Question number 5. Name the invention which made a great change in the mode of transport. Again, I repeat my question. Name the invention which made a great change in the mode of transport. The answer to this question is the invention of wheel. Now, the invention of wheel has made the human life much more easier. Now, exactly, no one knows when the invention of wheel was made, but it is estimated that between 4500 BC and 3300 BC, the first potter's wheel was invented. The 4500 and 3300 roughly was known as Copper Age. This was our Copper Age, and during this period, the invention of wheel was done, and it has made the human life much more simpler. The whole idea was basically based on the fact that it is much more difficult to drag an object than to roll it over a disc or a rod, because we might have heard in our 6th standard that the dragging friction is much more than the rolling friction. So it is easier to roll an object as compared to dragging it or pulling it. I hope the question is clear and the solution is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. Question number 6 is, why it is important to know how far a place is? Again, I repeat my question. Why it is important to know how far a place is? Now, we need to know the distance between two places before traveling, because otherwise we won't have an idea how to travel from one place to another. For example, if the distance is like, let us say 100 or 200 meters, we can walk. If the distance is, let us say 2 to 3 kilometers, we can travel with the help of a vehicle, automobile or auto rickshaw. For example, if the distance is several hundred kilometers, let us say 100, 200 kilometers, we can use either a car or a train or a bus. If the distance is around, like, let us say 1000, 2000 kilometers, we can travel that distance with the help of flights. So to travel from one place to another, we need to have an idea distance between two places. So the answer to this question is, it is important to know how far a place is so that we can have an idea how we are going to reach that place. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. So question number 7 is, what is measurement? Again, I repeat my question. What is measurement? Basically, Measurement is an act of measuring a physical quantity. Any physical quantity, if we try to measure it, that process is known as measurement. So the answer to this question is measurement is the technique developed for the correct judgment of dimensions of the various objects. So measurement is the process using which we can determine the correct dimensions of the various objects, or we can measure certain physical quantities. I hope the solution is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. What do you understand by a unit? Our question number 8 is, what do you understand by a unit? Now, basically, a unit is a standard which is used to measure any physical quantities. Measurement of any physical quantities is nothing but a comparison process. For example, whenever I write length, let us take an example, length is equal to 5 meters. That means what I'm actually saying is it is 5 times of 1 meter. That means I'm comparing my length of an object to a standard called as 1 meter. So the answer to this question is a quantity adopted as a standard of measurement of a physical quantity is known as unit. Basically, unit is a standard for measuring any physical quantity. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. Question number 9. Name two parts which must be mentioned to state the result of a measurement. Again, I repeat my question. Name two parts which must be mentioned to state the result of measurement. Now, just now we saw the definition of a unit. Now, just by using unit, we cannot measure any physical quantity. It also needs to have a numerical value. For example, when I write length is equal to 5 meter, the 5 is the magnitude, or it is also known as numerical value, whereas meter is my unit. So to measure any physical quantities, we need to have two things. One is the magnitude, another one is the unit. So using magnitude and unit, we can specify any physical quantity. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. So our last question is, name the unit of length which should be used to express the thickness of coin. Now the thickness of coin is of the order of millimeter. So millimeter is the unit which we can use to measure the thickness of a coin. And we all know that millimeter is of the order of 1/1000 times of a meter. So thickness of coin is that small. So we can use a millimeter as a standard unit for measuring the thickness of a coin. I hope all the solutions are clear. Thank you all. Thank you so much.